We are live here with Augury Research. This morning, we are actually going to be streaming on Amazon, and I'm going to try and sell some of these gems using Amazon's live stream feature. So if you guys follow me on Instagram or really anything, I think that it's extremely important to have exposure to the largest companies in the world, Facebook, Amazon. These are obviously Google. These are obviously, powerhouses. And I think they all do a pretty good job of distributing wealth, across the board, almost diversifying it. But you have to use it. And if you don't use these tools, then, you're not getting you're not taking full advantage of the value of the products that they provide. I think, overall, these companies provide tremendous value to the customers. So it's taken me a really long time to, one, get the journal made. So you know what? Okay, before I get into the whole spiel, let me go live on Amazon. Okay, first time ever. All right, now live stream is on Amazon. I would like to try and find it. Let's see if we can find it. Amazon live streaming. I hope Augury comes up first. Okay, that guy's got a good thumbnail. Oh, there it is. Front page. Look at that. Look at that sharp fella. All right, good deal. So let me explain and teach you guys a little bit about my product. This is the Augury Investing Journal. This is basically an investing system that I've been using for a really long time, basically since college, where, when I was in college, I didn't have a nice fancy journal like I've made now, but I had this this worksheet that I would go through, fairly similar to this is, I've since learned how to use Photoshop and really leveled up my system, but it was, very much so something like this where, you go through the fundamentals of the business and then, some other things, and you grade the opportunity. So I was really into, grading each setup individually. And, you can see here, it's like, you grade each category through 1 through 5, and, you're weighing it, you're grading it, and it helps you understand how good of an opportunity, you're getting. And basically, I think this is, a very good way to practice investing, where you're going in, you're researching companies, and you are learning, about the businesses and learning, which is going to be best for your portfolio. So I love this product. Like I think I read one time that you shouldn't sell a product that you wouldn't buy. Well, like if you come into my office, you'll see that I use this product. I use this before every trade. I love it. I loved it so much that I, decided to share it with the world. So, you really, if you want to be a good investor and you want to invest at a high level, I highly recommend, getting this journal and going through these businesses. And that's kind of what I was going to do on this live stream. Is I want people to understand what the product is and how to use it. So I was going to go through, one of the checkpoints. Unfortunately, on Amazon, I can't, share my screen. So if anyone is watching on Amazon and you want to see what I'm doing on my screen, you're going to have to head over to YouTube or Twitch or Facebook or something like that. But I wasn't sure if we should do a new company or if we should do a company that's already in my notebook. Let's see what I got here. I guess we could do, so we could do alleviate, or we could do elevate. I keep calling it alleviate, but it's elevate. And elevate is a company that, for you guys that don't know, that are new to the streams, elevate is a company that basically does payday loans. So they're lending money at extremely high rates. And basically what you have to do when you're doing that, and what they're doing is, their idea is that, okay, we're not going to use the FICO credit scores. We're going to use this data set, and they collect this data on the customers, and they, make decisions as to whether they want to loan, this company or loan this person money, or if they, want to avoid them as a customer. So they're really leveraging this data to find the right customers. And, that's extremely important when you're talking about lending money at, rates that are truly absurd. The average payday loan has a rate of like 400%. Elevate has a rate of like 110%. So it's still insanely high, but there's a lot of people out there. I guess pre-COVID, there was a lot of people out there that needed, if you need $400, you go get a payday loan, and sometimes that's what you have to do. And these guys are basically who you go to do that. Unless you want, you could go to a typical payday loan person or a company, but they're going to charge you 400%. That's insane. And a lot of the states are actually trying to, get these things out, ban them. Elevate's a little bit different, where they are, still very, very high interest rate loans, but they're getting to know their customer a little bit better, and they're actually doing a pretty good job at actually trying to build these people's credit back up, or actually give them credit in the first place, because basically their customer is non-prime, and so they don't have good credit scores, and it's hard for them to even get anyone to take a chance on them and lend them some money. So overall, I think the product has some value. I'm going to open up my screen here and kind of get started. If you guys are on Amazon and you're following, basically, we have an investing journal that we sell. We're going to go through the checklist found in the journal right now. You can click on the pictures and kind of check out what this journal kind of looks like. But part of it is you guys got to understand how to use the journal once you get it. So we're going to do some live streams, and let's get right into it. Okay. All right. So my screen share is on. I was searching Billy Mays, since this is my first time on Amazon. I was trying to pick up some quick tips, and that guy's a legend. All right. So basically, we're going to hit checkpoint 3 in our journal, and we are going to do elevate. So this question says, does the company have worthwhile profit margin? Now, this is important, right? Because investing is all about getting your money. So what I'm going to do, investing is all about making money. And it's kind of gotten silly where people are like, playing musical chairs and stuff like that. Well, you're buying businesses. We want, this is a company, in my opinion, that, has a chance to put cash into my pocket for many, many years. And it's at such a cheap valuation that it's, attractive to me. And one of the reasons I liked it was, in fact, because of the juicy margins that this business can generate. Right. So let's kind of just go through the whole business and take a look. I think the first thing that's important to understand is, I'm going to open up AMSEC just because it's hard for me to go through a company using only one website. And remember, this is not, financial investing advice whatsoever. This is, I'm teaching you guys how to use the Augury Investing Journal. None of this is investment advice whatsoever. Entertainment and educational purposes only. All right, now that we cleared that up. So 35 million shares, 35.7 million shares. get our calculators out. 35.7 times the stock price is roughly $4 a share. That's $142 million market cap. 35.7 times 350 is when I was really buying it. So I was buying it at 125 million, let's call it. So I'm up a little bit on this position. Now, we want to know, we're paying $4 a share, and what are we getting for that $4, right? We buy something for $4. Okay, well, what do you get in return? And this is one of the reasons I like this business so much is, okay, I'm paying $4 a share. I'm getting almost $10 a share in revenue. I'm getting EPS last year was 96 cents. Okay, so I pay 4, I get 96 cents back. What does the business already have, inside the business? Cash per share, $3.93. Okay, book value, $4.68. So you pay $4 for, okay, I buy this coffee mug for $4. What's inside of this coffee mug? Okay, well, book value per share, cash per share, $3.35, right? So that's filled up. And then, $4.68 of book value. This is a full cup. There's a lot of value in this coffee mug right now. Then, kind of the way to think about it is, next thing you know, okay, what's going to happen in the future? Is this going to, is there going to be more money filling into this mug? Or is the money going to be spilling out? And that's where, this business gets interesting, is because this is earning $1 per share in earnings, right? It does a lot of free cash flow per share. It's a very asset-light business. I don't think they have any physical locations. They're literally just online, leveraging ads and targeting customers to lend them money at extremely high rates of return. That business is going to work. As long as they can find the right customer, that business is going to work. So I'm going to scroll down here and go back and look at, the income statement, because this is where we'll actually get a nice look at what kind of margins this business is doing. Okay. So, and always keep in mind the price that we paid. I paid $125 million. So that's how I'm going to think about it. Now, top line, revenue, bottom line. If you guys ever hear someone say, top line, bottom line, that's what they're talking about. So top line revenue, $392 million in revenue. Okay, well, that's really good. I'm paying $125 million for this business, and I'm getting, significant money back, in terms of revenue. I like that a lot. Now, what's our profit, our gross margin, right? This is, how much does this product cost to make? Well, this product doesn't cost a lot to make, right? We literally are doing revenue of, $392 million, and it only costs $164 million to make that product. Great. This is awesome. Our gross margin is really, really, juicy. We got a 58% gross margin product. That's good. I generally try to stay away from businesses under, let's call it 30% gross margin, just because the businesses become more difficult to operate. And this is why, let's use Ford. I want to see what Ford's gross margin is. This is one reason why, you have businesses like autos that trade so cheap historically, is because the margins are thin, right? Like, okay, Ford is got a 14% gross margin. That, don't get me wrong, it's a high ticket price item, which helps them a little bit, but those are razor thin margins. There's not a lot of room for error there. If you have a 90% gross margin product, you don't have to be that good at running the rest of the business to still turn a profit. So that's kind of what's really, really important. elevate, has that, a good gross margin where, okay, perhaps we can, turn something, or, make a mistake and do something wrong and still, make money at the end of the day, which is something I really like. So yes, good gross margin. How much does it cost to run this business? And we can see here, it's only a fraction of our top line, $88 million. Total operating expenses are, so we get $392 million. That's, how much we get from the customer. And then we are subtracting how much it costs to make the product. So minus 164 million. Then we got to subtract how much it costs to pay everyone to run the business. We're looking at 111 million. So now we have operating income of $117 million. Okay, that's great. Okay, now it's time to pay off our interest, pay our taxes, yada, yada, yada. And okay, don't get me wrong. Okay, so we got to pay a healthy chunk of change in interest, $44 million. But we're completely fine. We can totally handle paying that type of interest. And then we have an other income expense, so we'll drop that out, and that's 19.6. And sure enough, we have $50 million. So our operating income is, or our net income is basically, or our pre-tax income, I guess it says it right here, is $53 million. Now we got to pay taxes, right? Tax rate is 23%, which is, okay, so about 12. And we're making $40 million in net income. Okay, that is significant when you're paying you're getting $40 million and you only had to pay $125 million. That's really, really great. And that's one of the reasons why I like this company, is because, it does have that really, really great margin. You don't find companies this lean. It's a lean company. They were spending a ton in like 15, 16 in basically targeting customers, ad spend. So then what happened is they got rid of that old CEO, and now they have a new guy who looks a little bit more disciplined. He's more focused on finding the right customer, actually juicing up that bottom line. And that's, why I gave it on my checklist. When you guys get your journals, you got to go through these yourselves on different businesses, but I'll do it with you and on the streams and stuff. But this has really good margin. So when I'm looking at this investment and I'm comparing it to the other stocks that I've researched, this is a 4.5 out of 5. This is a very interesting business. And so that's basically how you look through the margins, and you want to be comparing these margins to, who else is in the industry, what are their margins like, and just thinking generally about businesses that you're going to hold in your portfolio. I am not necessarily looking to hold something like Ford. Are they going to double sales over the next 5 years? I don't know. And this company has a shot to double sales over the next 5 years. This company has a 48% gross margin. Ford has a 14% gross margin. So it's, obvious to me, you get, when you're investing, you get to move your pieces how you wish. So, this is basically my strategy, is to find companies that offer more upside, that could, really juice up my returns. And I think this particular business fits that category. So that's kind of why I like it. So the market just opened. Let's just take a quick peek. I don't know if the stream can handle my portfolio or my broker being open. I might have to close it. The charts aren't loading. Okay, so this is the chart. This is actually the chart of the business that we were just looking at. You know, nothing really to see here. I like to use 6-month charts. You know, that's just my personal preference. You guys can use whatever you want. You know, technical analysis is all about just, you know, making sure that you're in position. I guess one thing that we can look at, you know, while we're here and we got the broker pulled up is I have not checked out the analyst ratings yet. So we'll take a look at that. So a $4 price target, basically, let's see when that was issued. Okay, target 325, 560. Okay, well, the company has a buyback in place, so who knows if it's even gonna, you know, get that cheap. They're buying back shares. They got to do something with the excess capital. So they return it to shareholders by repurchasing stock on the open market. And a little bit of a rule that most people don't know is, and I guess don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure when the company's actually buying back shares, it's not like they can just sit there and buy. I think they have to sit on the bid and have someone sell into them. So it's like if I'm selling them at 4, the company can't just come in and buy them. But if they're, you know, they have a bid at 390, I can go and sell into them, and that's when they're allowed to buy. So they can't like just drive up the price, but they can stabilize the price. And if the management team says, okay, well, our book value is, you know, $4.68, and we're gonna clear it, and these, you know, we're gonna be able to turn all of this stuff to cash, it would make sense for them to buy it maybe up to that price, especially if they, you know, feel that the company's gonna have positive earnings for a long period of time. So there may not be too much downside here. In terms of like, I don't know when they were buying back shares, but they did buy back. You know, we'll check that out. Let's see how much they bought back. Okay, quick advertisement. If you guys want to, if you're new to the stream, you want to, you know, learn more about investing, I had put together a free 30-day investing course. All you got to do is go to auguryresearch.com/30 days, and you can find it. And there's some really good lessons in there. I try to make it as valuable as possible. Okay, so let's just take a look at how much I'm gonna have to close my broker. So let's take a look at how much stock that these guys bought back, because that's definitely something we want to keep track of. Like, we want to know how much stock they are buying back, not only, you know, last quarter, but every quarter going forward, because that's returned to us instead of us getting a dividend, which we don't want. You wouldn't want a dividend versus a buyback in this type of situation when the company's trading so cheap. All right. So let's do Command F, buyback. Let's do repurchase. Okay, 33. So they bought $10.8 million of stock they bought back. Okay, so net income of $12.7 million in the quarter, and then they buy back. I mean, they pay, okay. Oh, I thought it was, sorry, I read it wrong. This business prints cash. Okay, cash flows from financing. Paid off a ton of debt. And then they bought back $10.8 million in common stock. That's a lot. And that's going to directly, affect the bottom line, because as you limit, if the company's buying back shares, those shares get canceled. So let's say there was 40 million shares outstanding. They buy back 5 million, that we no longer have to split the profits with 5 million shares. That's great for us. It means we're literally splitting the income with less people, and we're going to end up getting more money because of that. And that's a good use of capital in this particular situation for this particular business. There's some buybacks that are no good and they're bad, but considering what we're looking at here, very healthy balance sheet. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of debt, but if they're, printing cash like they are, and they have cash, total assets, $500 million, and total liabilities, 400. That's 150, let's call it, in net assets. Shareholder equity. Okay, so shareholders equity, this is actually the amount of money that the business owes the shareholders. You can kind of think about it like that. So basically, you take your total assets minus your total liabilities, and that number is your shareholders equity, and that number is what the business owes investors. So that's kind of like how I like to look at it. And this business basically owes investors around roughly $165 million. When you're buying the stock at $125 million, that's a pretty good deal. Not to mention that the business is, producing more cash each quarter, each year. So I give the business $3.50, and they pay me, let's call it 85 cents a year, 85 cents a year, 85 cents a year, 85 cents a year. That's a good investment. I'm going to double my money a lot quicker than, someone that's buying, let's say we'll go to FinViz, and I don't know, what's a popular stock? Who's profitable? We'll do Mastercard. So Mastercard, a phenomenal business. This is one of the best businesses around. I truly think that these are amazing businesses. I mean, just like the businesses on paper are so beautiful. Once again, pretty asset light. But okay, Mastercard, they're going to pay you. You're going to pay $363, and you're only going to earn $6.50. I'd much rather buy something at $3.50 and earn, 85 cents. Is a lot. I'm going to double my money a lot quicker than someone holding Mastercard, even though this is a great business, and this does, have great returns. We just have, you don't need to be, I'm a really big believer in small cap investing, where, the reason why people aren't buying these companies is because they're so rich that they literally, it's not going to affect the bottom line for them. They can't put in, if you got $100 million, you can't buy $100 million worth of Elevate, simply because, the market cap is only, we're having technical difficulties here. Basically, what I was saying is, hopefully I didn't lose my Amazon live stream. Ooh. think I'm still live on Amazon. But basically, you got $100 million. You literally cannot buy, Elevate without buying the entire business, right? So that's why these businesses kind of stay cheap. And then you got people buying AMC, which is getting clobbered right now at 50. And AMC compared to Mastercard, your money's going to be way better off in Mastercard than it would be, in AMC. But your money's going to be, I'm not giving, financial advice, but you can do better than Mastercard. You can do better than some of these. There's a lot of really great small businesses out there that are utilizing, Amazon, right? Okay, so I'm on here. I got my journal. I'm on Amazon trying to sell this journal. This is what I call a very valuable product. One of the things that Amazon does so well is it gives life to these small businesses. So we cover a lot of businesses that have seen their sales go up because they got onto Amazon. Amazon is like the world's biggest shopping mall, filled with millions and millions of people every single day. Yes, getting your product on there is important. Does Amazon take some of your margin away? Yeah, but they're exposing you to so many people that it overall is a net positive for your business. You're going to end up juicing that bottom line by being on Amazon and running, and using Amazon the right way, the way that they want you to use it. They come out with, so I didn't realize that Amazon had live streaming until, here's another pretty good business, Alibaba. Now, if I got these on Alibaba, yada, yada, went through the whole thing. Alibaba has these live shows, and I would watch them, and they're really, really interesting, where people, sit in front of the camera and they talk about their product, and they'll go, oh, this is, cotton paper or whatever the hell it is, threaded nice, and everything. They know all the details about them. And then this is a leather cover, and this is the packaging it comes in, right? And they do a really good job of explaining the product, and this is, we use this system is for investing in, yada, yada, yada. They do that on Alibaba, and they do a great job of it. And you can see how well it's working when you go on there, and there's thousands of people watching these live streams, buying the products, and it's literally like QVC, right? It's like, of course that model worked. QVC worked for such a long time. And I think QVC, if we look up that business, oops. I think what's the ticker? Is it QVC? QVC stock. So QVC was basically, kind of one of the first companies to really do this and do it well. And I'm pretty sure they made a ton of money. So it's QVCC. It's QVCC. Let's take a look at that business. Okay. Not QVCC. All right, looks like I'm having a tough time finding QVCD. Did it go private? So I guess it's not. I guess we don't have. But regardless, Amazon took the idea from Alibaba, and now we see, Facebook doing it. We see so many of these big businesses are doing it. And the reason why they're doing it is because it increases sales. Imagine that you get an online store. So you got, the world's biggest shopping mall. You have an online store, Alibaba, or oops, I want to go to Amazon live streaming. So you got the world's biggest mall, and then you're actually, don't get me wrong, that idea was working. So, the world's biggest shopping mall, Amazon, worked well, and people were buying stuff on there. But now you're taking the world's biggest shopping mall and you're installing salespeople in it. That's a very good idea, and Amazon's gonna sell a lot more products because of that fantastic idea. So these guys got some pretty good thumbnails. I might have to up my thumbnail game. But a lot of them are, mostly like the ones that do the makeup and stuff like that. Like, it's amazing how many people sit and watch them do that. And it makes sense because it's kind of like watching art. If you ever watch those videos of people painting or drawing or whatever it is, those can be fascinating or interesting. And, it works really, really well. I haven't looked through all of these, but I think what Amazon is doing is really, really, really useful and really, really smart. So like, okay, here's like a cooking one, and it looks like these guys are probably just like, so cooking with Stacy. She's running some kind of commercial, but like they have a full studio and they're like cooking stuff. This is awesome. It's like each individual shop is like going to have like a studio, and I love it. I think it's a phenomenal idea. People are going to literally just sit on here and shop all day. So some of them I don't understand. I guess this is just like, I don't know. If you're on Amazon and you're watching this stream, make sure you follow me. I'll get these streams rocking and rolling. Hopefully I'll get them better. Let's click on my stream. And if you're watching on Amazon, I actually have a live stream on YouTube where you can actually see my screen. You guys are missing that. I gotta fix this camera angle a little bit. I don't want to mess with it too much. I should probably be showing the product a lot more often. Maybe I'll set it up in the background. Turn off all my alarms. That would be a good start. Does this product set up? Nah, it doesn't. But this is the product. And basically the idea of the product, you can kind of see if you can visit my store, it's on there. Yeah, so these guys are all pros. This lady looks like a pro. So hers is like, so this looks like it's pre-recorded. It's not actually live. I wonder if I could do like a pre-recorded lesson. This video reminds me when I was in Thailand, I did a cooking class. Oh my God, it was so awesome. It was so fun. But this is cool. Like every tool that she's using is down here, and she's selling these products for other companies, it looks like. So she's got a show, she's got a cooking show, and she's selling, and she's just making a commission for selling these products. It's genius. Coffee chat. I mean, I could probably sit on and watch these live streams like all day and go broke really quick, Thank God I'm selling on Amazon. This is a live stream, and there's 11 people watching, but there's no one in the chair. So I wonder if this is only showing me because I'm interested in it. I don't know if there's any curation, on Amazon Live. And I hope I can get to the point where I can actually stream my screen, and we could actually maybe do some, I don't know, trading. We can actually run through businesses, because on the Amazon live stream here, it's just a photo or an image of me. Huh. This is a very good title. Father's Day gift guide. Can I message this person? So this was live 2 days ago. See, what I should do is I should message this girl and then say, hey, look, list my product. So Barkbox, ticker symbol BARK. Just went public. Okay, so they went public via SPAC. And I had looked through, I actually wrote an article on the website, auguryresearch.com. There's a bunch of stuff on there. If you guys are new to the stream or the Amazon stream, we have a website. We are selling journals for investing. Everything you need. We have an investing newsletter on the website. Everything you need on the website. We basically make tools for investors. Barkbox is pretty interesting. Let's see if we can go through the filing and actually look at, what their numbers were. Okay, why am I having so much trouble pulling this sucker up? Bark is the ticker. All right, let's just type in Barkbox. All right, can't find it. That's unfortunate. But I would reckon, let's go to Amazon.com and we'll go to Barkbox. So they're on Amazon. They got all kinds of stuff, it looks like, I mean, okay, the margins on these products have got to be insane. They're selling them for $11.99. And basically, Barkbox, maybe. It is, it's a subscription box. So you are paying monthly $23 a box, and you get, a bunch of toys for dogs. And they got a great social media. They got so much, kind of going for them. It's pretty interesting, and it's, Looks like they got all kinds of different boxes too. And people just love to, cater their pets. And, I was reading one time the amount of money people spend on their pets. It's really amazing. I'm kind of like bullish on this industry. I think like people are, going to continue to spend and spend and spend on their pets and get more pets and yada, yada, yada. I think the internet, can, who's a really big investor in this industry is not him. Oh, Howard Schultz. He's really bullish in like I would want to say Barkbox style of businesses, where you're talking about anything that serves pets. He's like I watched a thing on him talk about it. He's really bullish on it, and it makes sense. I listened to what he said. I thought it made a lot of sense. You go to Starbucks, you can actually get your dog a puppuccino is what they call it. I get my dog a puppuccino every time I go to Starbucks. But all right, we are. If you guys are looking on Amazon, you're stopping by. I sell investing journals. Comes in a really nice package like this. Got all of our information on the back. Absolutely beautiful journal. You gotta get one. But basically, I plan on coming on to Amazon and just researching businesses all day, since that's what I love to do. I like to figure out why these businesses make money, how much money they're making, and so forth. And one of the businesses that we cover, Infant, that's actually on Amazon using these products as well. Summer Infant, that's a stock you can buy. So if you're ever shopping on Amazon and you want to, you think that this is a great product or whatever it may be, a lot of these publicly traded companies are on Amazon because Amazon is literally the biggest marketplace of all time. So, you see some of these are really small businesses that are selling on Amazon, and they're trading at really great prices. So it's like one thing I always do is when I'm doing my research of a business, like I'm going through Amazon and I want to know where their products are ranked. I want to know, everything about the business. The more information you know about your businesses that you own, the better off you're going to be as an investor. And don't get me wrong, you need to learn like allocation, you need to learn, measuring your edge and all that stuff. But that's really, really easy. You get my journal, you pick up my journal, you go through the checklist, you're going to make sure that you are, thinking about all of the right things. And that's why I am so in love with this product, is that the most important thing, if you actually want to build wealth and you actually want to make money investing, you need to do the work required. Like I have great companies in my portfolio. I literally don't even look at them. 90% of the time, I don't care what their stock prices are changing and moving. Like those companies that I own, they make money, and I know how much money I can guesstimate, how much money they're gonna make, and that's really, really, that's it. That's all you got to do is, know what you own, and, just understand that these are businesses. How much my product sells on Amazon, it's really easy for me. And I think a lot of investors lose this sense of, you're buying businesses. How many of these journals I sell directly affects my income, right? And I own, the business. So I see it very, it's very direct. But it's the same thing on these stocks. It's like each share that you own, these are, really, really valuable pieces of paper. They actually will, the business is going to be sending you money over time, but it has to make money. And some of these businesses that people are invested in, they don't make money, right? Okay, AMC is like most popular stock right now, and people are actually buying it Business does not make money. Business does not make money. They lost $2 billion. They lost $3 billion last year. Come on. And you want to buy that, you're telling me? And then, I mean, look at the chart. The chart is literally saying people want to buy this company. It's so silly. But they're not going to make as much money as me. I'll go on to the website and kind of show you guys around. All right, I'm gonna have to wrap up these live streams. I actually got a lot of reading I want to do and a little bit of writing I want to do. I started putting together an Augury investing library with a bunch of video lessons. I want to work on this a little bit more, but I got the journal, right? So every lesson, every checkpoint in the journal will be, covered onto the website. And I'm going to write an article about everything that you should be, thinking about and considering when making an investment, when going through the checklist, teach you how to do it. Everything you need to know to be a good investor, I got you covered. Also, if we go to the member dashboard, probably I won't. You can see these are the latest research that we're doing. This is, just news of our companies. And then we got all of the companies that we're researching and considering. And, the list goes on. I'm not going to, I guess, give away all of our picks, but I also included it. If you sign up, I'm pretty organized. I run off of a daily checklist. This is actually this is for Augury. This is the Augury business. I got to run the business too. So that checklist is for that. But I also I learned how to use Photoshop, and I made these tools to use to increase your productivity, help you just think clear about, everything. So I'm really into making tools like this that, they're so simple to make, but yet so valuable. So this is my updated investing system. You pair this with the journal, it's phenomenal. I highly recommend it. This is literally how I manage my money. And if you guys don't know, I've been doing a really good job at it so far. I've gotten I don't know. I've done pretty good. I don't know what my average is, but last couple years I've kicked ass, and I plan on kicking ass for many years to come. This productivity tool is really good. Helps you, I actually explain exactly how to use it. And I print this off, I laminate it, literally use it a million times over. Here's just a calendar that I use if I trade stocks, I want to keep how much money I'm making. And then a habit tracker. I use this habit tracker a lot on, what I'm doing. I think I'm going to include these in the next journal that I make as well. What else do we got on the website? I even have this. I set this up a while back. But you want to find new stocks to trade? Literally go on here and you can literally see my strategies. I tell you how to do it. Okay, here's the website that you need. Here's the, another website you need. Here are the checkpoints that you need to, find this. Same IPO stuff. Literally a bunch of strategies. And I want you, if you find something good, I want you to send it to me. That's the point of Augury, is share these good ideas with other fellow investors, really build the right community of people. And yeah, that's basically it. And, if you want to learn, I'm trying to set up this Augury investing encyclopedia. So I want to, any topic that someone questions and doesn't know about, I'm going to put together a lesson and then add it here. I'm going to try to do some videos as well. I made this sweet quiz for marketing purposes. But yeah, Augury is a pretty good deal. I highly recommend you start off by getting the journal. This journal is, if you're going to be managing your own money, if you got a Robinhood account, you need an Augury journal. This will keep you from, getting caught up in AMC or any of that garbage. You want to be making good investments for, the duration of your life. This journal will help you. There's no doubt in my mind. It actually has 5-star reviews. I want to start getting people. I want to start getting people to use the journal and share their ideas. And I want to sell them on Amazon. I want people to give me 5-star reviews on Amazon. I've sold like 230 journals, let's say. Literally have 5-star reviews. Like the average is like 4.7, 4.6, 4.5. I don't know. I haven't tallied them all up, but they're mostly 5-star reviews. I want to get 5-star reviews on Amazon. It's a goal of mine. I literally want to have a 4-star product or better. I will make updates of this journal as time goes on. Like this is not going to be a one-time thing. Like I want to make, I burned through, you could go through a lot of ideas. There's a lot of strategies here. You get like 30 stocks that you're going to research. If you do 30 stocks a year, your portfolio is going to be good, right? And you're following our investing system, your portfolio is going to be fire. It's going to be good. Next year's journal will probably only include 30 as well, but we'll see. I haven't designed all of it yet. I have designed the individual pages of it. Will be pretty good, but I got to sell through these ones first until I come out with that product. But I'm excited for it, and I hope I can sell 1,000 journals. The link for idea generation, you have to go to the My Account thing and then click on the idea generation lab. And there you go. You can find it that way. What else do we got on the website? Lesson library, investor toolkit. As soon as you become a member, I highly recommend going right to this tab, the investing toolkit, and print these things out, print this out. There's PDFs here. PDF. I should probably maybe put PDF in parentheses, download now or whatever. But yeah, all these tools are super valuable. And then, we have individual company research. So I don't know. I talk about this one a lot. I'll give away this one. So, okay, a Musel, this is my largest bet. You want to come in here, you want to do your technical analysis, whatever. Here's the chart. This is how I do it real quick. Takes me 6 seconds. And I don't care if I do fibs upside down. This is how I use them. Okay, did that. Okay, what kind of grade is this? We're on it at 5. It's trading at 9. We're winning. That's good. If I write an article, you'll find it here. If there's news, you'll find it here. Outline. The entire trade is outlined right on here for you. So you really can't go wrong. And yeah, that's it. That's the Augury. That's the Augury way. And final thing, make sure you sign up for our free course. We have a free course. If you want to get good at investing, go into the description below, click on the link to the free course, sign up for it, take it, learn the lessons. There's a lot of value in that course, and it's free. I want people to be good investors. I want people to buy this journal. This journal will help you in your investing career. You will be a good investor over the long term if you are using this. Okay. So stay off of, the Reddit, the AMC stuff, and, pick up the journal, stick to the process that we've developed. We have an entire investing system for everybody to use. Use it and you will make money. My returns have been phenomenal. I continue to, put them to the test. I want to have phenomenal returns for many years to come, and I want to obviously build a good business. So, yes, Mike, please journal review. I want those. And I haven't done the best job of getting them. Like, I should have it set up where you buy the journal and then I go and ask you. So I need to start bothering the customers for reviews. I'm glad that you like the product. I hope that you're liking it. And Mike, if you are an Augury member and you find a good idea, shout at me. We got the Discord group. We got all kinds of things brewing. We have good ideas in inventory, on the website. I want to get some more ideas out there, but I also want to teach a little bit more about business, how business works, because those lessons are very valuable to the investor, because the investor is buying businesses at the end of the day. So sometimes I get guys that forget that, and I want to, teach a little bit more about, those things, like what made Tandem a good business and what makes, Elevate a good business, what makes Apple a good business. Like, who are the best businesses out there? Like Adobe is a phenomenal business. And look at these returns, right? If you can identify these businesses early, the amount of money that can be made long term is totally, insane. In 2014 to 2021 isn't that long, and you could be selling premium on against your position, covered calls, and making a fortune. That was one thing I messed up with Tandem, is I could have been making, like, I don't know, an extra $3,000 a month, maybe even more, maybe $5,000 a month just selling covered calls. Like, okay, I'll take $60,000 a year. That's awesome. And these are the things that you need to, think about as an investor. And it's like, you're going to learn forever. Once you start investing, you're not going to just pick up, everything and get going right away and be the next Warren Buffett. You got to, learn every single year. I've learned a ton, and I journal my lessons. I made a journal for a reason, because I use these tools. I got, a million journals over here with my thoughts, how to become a better investor. That's all I really care about, is I want to be, the best. Yeah, and that's right. If you can identify, Adobe switching to the subscription model, bam, that's all you need. That could be, how that model works. How valuable that model can be. That's it. I pay for Adobe products through the business. Like, that's, I couldn't live without them. I make my thumbnails on Adobe products. I make everything you see here. This Adobe. Thumbnail, Adobe, this Adobe, like literally Adobe is all over my website. It's a phenomenal business. Adobe. Go to Instagram. Literally everything on my thing is Adobe. I love Adobe. And if you look at that business, it's a beautiful business. I'm as a business owner, let's say I rely on Adobe to run my business, which I do. I look at the numbers of their business. That business is not going anywhere. They are, financially healthy. And those are the types of businesses that I want to do business with. So if there's a cheaper product than Adobe and it kind of offers the same thing and the business's balance sheet looks like terrible, I'm not going to risk, having to migrate all of my stuff over to, Adobe later because this business failed. And CRM is actually really good at this, where CRM will pay tons of money to move, data over to their model. And it's that valuable. A long-term business is that valuable. So I think it's just interesting how business works like that. And I've met some really successful business people that I've kind of, started to learn lessons from, which I hopefully will be able to share over time in, our Augury group. But yeah, overall, business is a phenomenal game. It's really it's like poker and chess wrapped into one. And there's literally, I don't understand how people don't take it serious and have a ton of fun playing. But I guess I'm gonna wrap up things here. We've been streaming for an hour. Hours, pretty good amount of time. I appreciate everyone that showed up in the stream and on Amazon. I will basically wrap it up saying, if you want to be good at investing, get this journal, sign up for our investing newsletter if you want, good stock picks. Join our community if you want to actually learn about investing, learn about, building wealth, making returns on what you have. Our group the Discord is the best at that. We have people that are actually committed to, having returns over, their investing career. And you only get one career. There's YOLO and I got the Yogo. I say Yogo, you only get one. You only get one career. Don't screw it up by doing something stupid like buying AMC at $80 a share or something like that. It's just going to be a bad bet. So if you are new and you wanted to get started investing, go down into the description below and, first off, subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you like this video. Subscribe to the channel and go sign up for that free course. It's a very good course. That course will teach you a lot. It's very honest. I try to write everything with a lot of integrity and, keep it real, right? As I just learned this morning, no cap or capping or whatever the heck it is. I already don't know how to use the term, but that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I appreciate everyone that hung out. Get into the group chat, get into the Augury investing system, get your journals, and start alphaing, right? That's it. All right, everybody, peace. I'm out of here.